Hello everybody, thanks for watching this channel. In this video, I will discuss about how we can use alpha in Blender Sculpting. We can add any black and white photo as an alpha matte to add detail to the Blender Sculpting. Adding alpha to the Blender Sculpting brush is tricky process, so some new user can be confused. I will explain the process here. I will explain very useful methods for Blender Sculpting with alpha, so please watch this video to the end. To add alpha, we will use the draw brush. It is the first brush on the brush menu. I will copy this draw brush in the end panel to menu by pressing this icon and rename this new brush to alpha brush. To add alpha, go to the Properties panel, Texture button. Texture button is the lowest button in the Properties panel with checker icon. Press this new button to add a new alpha map and press the Open button again and navigate where alpha maps are placed and select an alpha map. It is very important to check this icon. It is the fake user icon. When you check this button, Blender marks this texture as a used one and save with the Blender project file. So when you reopen this project file, you don't need to reload this texture again. After you add an alpha in here, this alpha is automatically added to the texture menu of the brush. Now we can use this alpha for sculpting. Before we actually use this alpha for sculpting, I want to explain some settings. As the default, alpha map is loaded as a tile map. We can see how this tile map works. Go to this cursor menu and activate the eye icons beside the texture opacity. In tile map, this alpha map is loaded as a repeated pattern. The size of the alpha map depends on the brush size. When I increase the brush size, the alpha mass also increase, and I decrease the brush size, the alpha mass also decrease. Now I can sculpt with this alpha map with space stroke. This mapping time is suitable for this type of alpha map because this alpha map is tileable map. Let's see what happens with another texture map. To add new alpha, don't use this image setting open dialog. It will remove the current alpha map. So to add a new texture, close this image texture and press this new button again. And add a new alpha map from this open button. This time, let's choose this alpha. Clearly, it is not a tileable texture. We can use this alpha map with mapping time. In this case, we should use the mapping method area plane. Please like and subscribe my channel. I will upload more videos like this very often. Area plane method is the same as use of alpha map in Zbrush. Now it is used the stroke method space. In this type of mapping area plane, we can use the anchor method. The anchor method is like the drag method in Zbrush. In this alpha brush, The brush strength is a little bit higher, so I decrease the strength to about 0.2 or 3. Now we can sculpt like in Zbrush. In view plane method, alpha image will not rotate with the brush, and the alpha will stretch at the side angle. Area plane rotate the alpha with the brush, so no stretching occur. We can switch between loaded alpha from this area. We can also use this alpha with the space stroke. This alpha map is overlaps a lot because spacing is 10%. Increase the spacing to about 40% and check the random segment to avoid repeat pattern. When the random checkbox is checked, the alpha will rotate randomly around 360 degrees. In here, another checkbox is rake. When the rake is checked, the alpha map will follow along the brushstroke. It is like the roll options in Zbrush brush menu. We can clearly see this with another brush alpha. To add another alpha, don't use this open file icon. It will remove this alpha. Before we load another alpha, check this fake user icon. Close this alpha and press New button again. And draw with this alpha. It is not working because of the random segment. I remove this random segment and stroke again. Now it is working. Increase the spacing to clearly see the arrow pattern. Now arrow was stroked backward. I can rotate the alpha to correct the arrow direction. Without the rake check, the arrow will not follow the brushstroke. Let's check this again to follow the alpha along the brushstroke. By default, the arrow alpha didn't appear correctly. The sides of the alphas are faded. This can be corrected by changing the fallout type to constant. Now the whole arrow pattern appears in the brushstroke. Let's add another alpha to demonstrate the use of alpha with Stencil method. Stencil is a very useful way to add precise detail. From the mapping, choose Stencil. Alpha will appear as a stencil at the left bottom corner of the 3D viewport. You can use the right click to control the stencil. Right click and drag to move the stencil alpha. Control and right click drag to rotate the stencil. Shift and right click drag to scale up and down. The best way to use stencil alpha is the fall off, smooth, brushstroke method, spacing 10%. Now you can precisely place the stencil and add details to the moire. You can turn off the stencil alpha when you draw by pressing cursor, touch opacity and pressing this brush icon. Let's try with another alpha. Now I can add this alpha pattern without overlapping each other. You can also use Stencil alpha with stroke method anchor. You can also try the airbrush method. Use airbrush method with brush strength with very low value like 0.1. It will add detail slowly. Thanks for watching this video to the end. If you like and subscribe my channel, it will be very helpful for me.